Here we have a classic prop in magic. It's the sponge ball. And what's great about a sponge ball is if you put it in your hand and you grab your magic wand, or in this case magic marker, close enough. You tap twice, 1, 2, now you have 2 sponge balls. And if you take one of those sponge balls and place it into your hand, and you put the second one into your pocket, all you have to do is tap twice, 1, 2, and now you have 2 sponge balls. You could also place one into this hand, put the second one into your pocket, and then just sprinkle some dust over the top, and now you have no sponge balls. Now I'm going to teach you the moves I used in that routine, but once you're comfortable with making the balls vanish and appear, make up your own routine. Sponge balls generally come with 4 in a pack. I only use 3 in this routine, but you could use all 4. And there's many other things you can do, hiding an extra ball in both hands, and then you make 1 and 2 become 4. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do. If you want to get these, I'll put a link in the comments. You could also go to mindblownmagic.com, where we have this and many other magic products. Sponge balls are one of my favorite props to use because they look so magical, and the magic happens even in the spectator's hand. That move that I did at the end where I put one ball in my hand and I put the other in my pocket, you could actually put this in the spectator's hand and it vanishes because you got the 2 over here. What's also great about this is once you learn the moves, you can use a napkin. You can rip up a napkin if you're at a restaurant. You don't actually need to have sponge balls to do the sponge ball moves. So let's look at some of the things that I did. To start the trick, I had one sponge ball crumpled in my fingers like this. The second one in my pocket, along with my magic marker that I called my magic wand. And the third one in my hand like this. So when you start a sponge ball routine, it's pretty easy to show this freely. Even though you have this other one hidden, no one's going to be looking for it. So you could easily show this. Look, I have a sponge ball in my hand, and then when I grab it, I'm just gonna, with my thumb, pick up the other one, and I'm gonna say, look, I have this one sponge ball I'm gonna put into this hand. Now I have 2. Now from here, you can either put it into your hand and do a trick, or you can take the 2, put it on the table and do this move where you cut it, and it looks like it's cutting itself in half, and now you have 2. There's a lot of things you can do from there once you're one step ahead. So I have one sponge ball, I'm gonna put it in this hand, then I'm gonna reach in my pocket to get my magic wand, and I made the joke about the marker, close enough. What you're doing is when you reach in your pocket, you're not just grabbing this, you're gonna grab the sponge ball along with this. And now you don't have to have it so tightly gripped because you're holding something else. So you could really just kind of grab it, doesn't matter. You can hold it, no one's gonna see that because they're looking at the wand or the marker that's in your hand. Now you're gonna tap twice, 1, 2, and you open to show that there's 2. Now what I like to do here is I still hold this marker because it gives me a reason for my hand to be closed. Otherwise you have to start doing this stuff and it looks a little weird. Just hold the marker. All the attention is here. You place the 2 balls down, and then as soon as you place them down, immediately you let go with this hand and you grab one and you start talking. Look, I'm going to take one of them and you just roll them together and put it into this hand. And you can even show it because they're not going to notice that there's 2 balls there, right? So again, it looks like this. You put them down. I'm going to take one of them and place it into this hand. So they see the flash of red. You place it in this hand, you close it. Now you've got 2 here. They think you have 1. And now you can very freely show this ball going into your pocket, and you are absolutely going to leave that one in your pocket. Now it's gone. Now you take your time with this, and then you snap your fingers, you tap twice, do whatever you want to do, and boom, now you have 2. The next move is the one that looks the most magical, and it takes a little bit of work, but so worth it once you can do it. So it looks like this. You take one, you place it in this hand, you put the other one in your pocket. And it's not here because I have 2 here. All I'm doing is pretending to place it here, taking it out with this hand, and putting it on top of this one and grabbing. But there's a couple of nuances here, okay? You see a lot of new magicians do this. They go, look, I'm gonna put one in this hand, and they go very quick. And that's such a dead giveaway that you're doing something shady. There's no need for that, right? So it doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm grab one over here. You know, just nice and slow. Look, I'm gonna place it here. I like to slow down and let them see it in my hand. And then as I close my fingers over it, I just take it out. And I put it on top of this one, right? There's a little bit of a cadence. So I'm gonna put it in this hand, and you just pull away, right? So you want to just go nice and slow, let them see it there, and then just pull it away and put it on top of this one. Now you don't want to close your hand real tight, right? Even though you could with a sponge ball do that, and it could be there, it's natural to think that if something's in your hand, there's going to be a little bit of space. So you want to close your hand like that, right? So again, it's going to go, put that one there, put this one in my pocket. Now you got both of them, I put them in my pocket. And now, take your time with this part because it's done, the magic is done, there's no other moves, but they think you have 1 or 2 sponge balls in this hand, they don't know how many, and then you're going to just snap your fingers, tap again, wave, whatever you want to do, and then show it's empty. If you're not fully comfortable with the move of placing it in the hand and taking it away, there's other ways to do this that are a little easier, but they don't look as natural. Well, so here's one of them. You place it here, and then with your thumb, it's going to look like you're doing this, like you're jamming it into your hand. But you're actually going to do this, and you're going to take it back So it's not. So it's, you put it here, and you let your thumb slide past it, grab it with your thumb, like in thumb palm, like this, take it out, and then you're going to immediately grab another one, put it in your pocket, and it's gone. So with this move, you could also do multiples. So I can put 1, 2, 3 balls into my hand, and I've just palmed all 3 of them, and then I put them in my pocket, and they look to vanish.